I'm not sure if this is in focus or not, but I like the soft light in the RV, so I'm trying to video with just using the soft lights that are in here. But today is Valentine's Day, so I just want to start off with saying Happy Valentine's Day to my granddaughter, my daughter, my daughter-in-law, and of course my wife Terry. You know, she has meant so much to me over the years. It's just another example of how incredibly lucky I am. And I have to admit something, and that is that everything of significance in my life, there's a woman involved there somewhere. All of the quality things that really have long-term meaning in life seem to have originated with one of the women that are so important to me. But so happy Valentine's Day, and to all my women friends out there. I am truly a lucky guy, and you know, today was just another in the long example of those things. So a couple weeks ago I did a video while we were in Mississippi, and had mentioned that we were going to eventually swing through New Orleans, and Terry had never been to New Orleans before, and I'd only been here once, really, just went to Bourbon Street 40 years ago or so. So we came to New Orleans, but one of our subscribers contacted us and wondered if they could meet us, that they enjoy our channel and would like to meet us. And so unfortunately for them, they only got to meet me. Terry wasn't up to it today, but Pam and Joe Donegal, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that Donegal correctly, but they treated me to a fantastic pizza lunch at Moe's, and it was so flattering, you know, to think that somebody cared enough about the videos that you create to want to meet you, you know, and it really meant a lot. I thoroughly enjoyed meeting them, and you know, fascinating. Our histories overlap just a bit. Joe and I are both IT sort of nerds, but they were living here. You know, they've lived here their entire lives pretty much, and they, of course, lived through Katrina, and it was pretty fascinating to listen to how they had to evacuate and weren't allowed back to their house for several months, and just all of the things, you know, you just don't realize when you're not involved in some major catastrophe like that what goes on. So it was fascinating, and fortunately they didn't suffer major damage to their house, but I don't think any place got away unscathed here. But I so enjoyed meeting them. But they said something to me that I didn't think about until just a little bit later, and it was really heartwarming because they told me that their favorite video was the one Terry and I did of Christmas 2017 in the RV, and that is the only video that we've kind of put our hearts into and done some acting and got a little creative with it, you know. And so to have them appreciate that video in particular was very flattering. And I do hope that we meet up again, and thanks so much. But we are here in New Orleans, and I'm going to tell you something about New Orleans. If you've never been here, make sure and come so that you've got enough time. It's definitely not a place you can just pop into, see everything, and pop out, which is basically what we're doing in a way. But I'm regretting not having a couple of things. One of them is nicer weather. It's not been horrible or anything, but it's just been cloudy, cool, rainy off and on. But if you had good lighting, the amount of photography and things worth capturing here are, you know, just incredible. Historic houses and beautiful lanes and parks and that type of thing that would be fantastic in the springtime. and when you had some warmth so that you were very comfortable and you could walk a bunch, because it is a fantastic city. And a couple of the things that amaze me about it are that the transportation system is dirt cheap. You can't Uber for a block for what you can ride all day on the transportation system here for. So they've got these streetcars that are famous and a must ride if you're any kind of a train guy like I am. But you get to go right down the middle of like St. Charles Street, famous street with the streetcar, and with the all-day pass, which is $3, okay, you can get on and get off at will. So anywhere, anything that catches your eye, the next block, you just pull the stop cord and they let you off. And then when you're ready to go, just walk back over, wait for the streetcar, and get back on. So it is really, really cool, and I definitely want to come back and do that again. And the other thing is that if you're like me and you're fascinated by the industrial operations, the sort of the underbelly heartbeat of a city, man, New Orleans, wow. It's kind of a railroad hub, it's a shipping hub, and of course, the heart of it is the Mississippi River. So when you think of the history of a place that's been controlled by the French, the Spanish, just in America finally, and the history of that river and the traffic that's gone on and the boats and all of that, and to this day you can go down there and watch. So I took a ferry across the river from one side to the other, which is exactly how the next time we come, I think we'll do it. We'll park on the west side of the river and take the ferry across, and then use the public transportation and just walk and hop on buses and streetcars and not worry about parking downtown or any of that, and just really enjoy this place slowly, and just really enjoyed our unfortunately too short a stay here in the Big Easy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.